Hey guys, it's Vash, and we got some more Resident Evil 4 gameplay to look at. They're just a couple days ago, a big chunk of gameplay dropped, almost 16 minutes of gameplay. Now, I'm going to put a link in the description to the one that I am watching. If you would like to watch it with no interruptions, that's cool. It'll be there for you. But hang out with me for the next 20 or 30 minutes because we're going to be watching the gameplay, talking about it. I'm going to be pointing some stuff out that I notice or see. And yeah, so let's get to it. Beginning's a little loud. Oh, we know what this is. Was that an airplane? Oh no, here he comes! He's a train that can never be stopped. So, I just noticed that you have an actual evade button with the right stick. The only time we ever saw that in a trailer was with the Krauser fight. There was a right stick to evade, but now you can straight up just evade. Okay, just like regular, RE4, you can press X and A or square and X, whichever system you're playing. 2 buttons to dodge, which is pretty cool. It's nice to see that that's still in there because I thought we were just gonna have to stick with the really ghetto just crouching. Oh, dude, that boy's thick. Look at that. Look how wide he is. Jesus. Look at all that meat. Look at all that meat. He got his belt on backwards. Okay, okay. It's not an insta-kill, but it does hurt his feelings a bit. Dog, your aim, what is happening? Ah, dude, he looks gnarly. Oh, he's getting clapped. Ah, dude, he looks like he's gonna be a pain in the ass. Damn it. Yeah, you right. Well, our first look at the, what are they, the Gorodors? Or as I call them, the Wolverine dudes. I've noticed that they are a lot more precise now, because usually they would just run at you and just start going buck wild and swinging all over the place. But now, like, when they come at you, they're more precise. And, straight up murder machines like that one. That's a lot of gushy goodness. Turn him into a gusher. Damn, Leon. You be like that? Yeah, you're not surviving that one. So I guess this is where the crouch sneak comes in handy. That's cool. Okay. Let's see. What is this? What part is this? Ooh, Hunnigan.
Do you read me?
Condor 1? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Won't let it happen again.
So if Leon was out, that means that this is chapter 3? The one right after he fought the big fish. Because remember, after he beats the big fish, he passes out for a couple hours, and then he wakes up in the middle of the night and it's raining.
Search?
I'm still looking for whatever key I need.
Copy that. I'm glad you're okay. Bruised out.
Okay. So he's got to find the key to get into the church with it. Oh, it is chapter 4. All right. So he has to look for the key. Oh, do you hear that? You can hear them going like, like be like whispering at you. You can hear them just chanting. It's even creepier when you just can't see, because in regular RE4, you can see pretty well. You can't see nothing. That updated. Find the key to the church, huh? Okay. Handgun ammo. Nice. So is his name Delgado, right? Is the name of the fish? Is that the big fish fight? Dude, this is gonna make me super paranoid because I'm gonna constantly think something is like right behind me. It's coming from the right. Because now I have surround sound and I'm not on mono anymore. Remember that? Ooh. Bro, he just kung fu that man's head off? He said, "I'll stop you, sir." Kia! Oh no! One more again. His whole head came off. Oh, because that's why. It's wiggle time, nerd. Let's see how bad these things are. I know they can get you pretty good. I don't think that's enough damage. Let me look at the health. That's fine, never mind. I don't want it to do more. What am I talking about? I just remember those things being nasty. You can parry that? What the hell? Really? You can parry everything? You didn't parry that one, though. He was like, you trying to make me look bad? Shut up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can parry all kinds of stuff, except that one. Okay. Alright, alright. I'm guessing that's the first time you see him. Since they were kind of... There was two, and they were kind of... I wouldn't say tanky, but... It seemed like that's like one of the first few times you run into it. When you first run into them, they kind of make them a big deal. They get their own cutscene and everything. So they kind of try to make it a big deal. And then later on, they just become regular old annoying goons. You just flash them, get rid of them.
What is this place?
Because they can jack you raw.
Some kind of shrine.
You mean a shrine that's sitting there raising the roof?
Same mark from the church.
What is that? It's a mark from the church, so I guess that's like a church puzzle. It's like the new Los Illuminados logo, maybe? I mean, have we seen the logo yet? Did they change it? I mean, so if it's on the church, the Illuminados logo was all over that church, so maybe that's a new puzzle. You got to drop. Oh, that's the key that you stick in the door, right? So you got to put something on the hands to raise the roof so you can get into the church, because that looks just like the church key.
Same mark from the church.
Right? Unless he could pick it up and just didn't do it. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like you have to put something in the hands, and then it'll give you the key for the church, for the door. What is that? Egg hunt. Someone fetch me a rare gold chicken egg. What will I do with it? Well, sometimes it's more fun not knowing, right? Request sell a gold chicken egg. Area non-specified. Reward spinel ×3. Progress 0 out of 1. So that is a side quest. They did say that RE4 was going to have side quests. So I guess they are just random requests that the merchant will have laying around for you to collect things. When they said side quests, I didn't think it was going to be something like that. It's kind of similar to the to Village's like hunting of the animals. They weren't really side quests, but they were there if you wanted to upgrade your stuff. I guess it's not similar because you didn't have to do it. Well, you don't have to do this either. Huh. I guess just similar in the way that it's other stuff to do while you're walking around. But yeah, you sell them one golden egg. I guess it tells you a specific area if it was in a specific area, and then they tell you the reward. Okay. So if the side quests are just things that are just around while you're playing the game, that's fine. Because when I heard there was going to be side quests in the game, I'm like, please don't have it just be a bunch of just junk. That's just a waste of time. Just to pad the game out and make it even longer. Wasting my damn time. Oh, dude, is that one puzzle outside of the church that I can never figure out, that I always have to Google? The one when you have to spin the thing, like, to light up the specific symbols? I hated that. And then you had to do that puzzle in separate ways, didn't you? I always avoid that puzzle because I don't like it. All right. I guess that's to open that door. Might be something secret in there. Okay, what is that? 333 on the wall. Like a B or a 6. Oh, okay. Might be wrong, but that reminds me of those look-or-do puzzles in a Village. Remember when you would like look through a specific window and line up some stuff to get like a code? But what would you use it on?
It's locked.
Not that door. I don't think there's a code on that one. Maybe there's a box nearby that has like a code you can type in. I like those kind of puzzles, like perspective puzzles. I think they're really cool. Yeah, look at that. That shit's all on the wall. You look at a perspective and get like a code or something. Tokyo drifting into some boxes and getting some pesetas. Ooh. This man's suspenders are bulletproof. Not knife proof. Oh no, the dynamite! Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Does your grandpa look like seeing you trying to sneak cookies out the fridge at 2 in the morning? Minus him, you know, trying to hack you up, but more of like, he don't want you eating cookies at 2 in the morning? Come on, you could do it. You could do it. You could. Nope. He threw it. Okay, never mind. You tried. I wonder if you can pick those up. Probably not.
Stick close.
Okay.
Alright, Ashley, let's see what this is about. This is the castle. Of course, you know, common sense. Castle. I noticed he has a different shotgun on his back. He has the... No, it doesn't. It's not a different shotgun. It has a different... Is it? It has the butt of the gun. It looks like the upgraded one, but I forgot that you can customize the weapons, so... It looks like the... Is it the second shotgun you get? I can't remember what it's called. The assault shotgun or something?
Don't think our hosts are gonna roll out the red carpet.
I can't remember. He said it's cold out. I'm going inside. Those binoculars for a second I thought was a PlayStation controller. I was like, oh, don't tell me it's got... When you shake the stupid controller, gyro controls to pull out your binocs. I hate that shit. That sucks. They put all that stuff in those controllers. Adaptive triggers, useless touchpad, a microphone that sounds awful, so when I play Call of Duty, my controller screams slurs at me. Why don't we just put a bigger battery in it?
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Okay, so this is the part of the stealth that I thought was gonna be. I just don't want any forced stealth segments, please. Capcom, I would love to not do that. I would adore it. I would love to not do that.
Spread out.
Dude, what the hell? Did he cut his own head off?
Spread out.
Dude, what the hell?
Spread out.
Bro, that's wilding. Oh, those are the ones that can one-shot you and bite your head off. Ah, you can climb on the ceiling? What? You better be glad you had that knife, boy. It would have been ogre. So one thing I noticed, I don't know if you guys did because I was too busy looking at Home Dude trying to pop his own head like a Pez dispenser. But Leon says spread out, and you can see the icon in the corner that she's away from him instead of being closer, like in this icon. I remember reading saying that you cannot make Ashley hide. You can only have her stick close to you or stick away from you. So I'm assuming that she just gets out of the way so she doesn't get in the way when you're fighting, which is pretty nice because Ashley does kind of get in the way. And usually if she can't avoid it, she will crouch so you can shoot over her. But surprisingly, Ashley isn't really all that bad when you're in a fight because usually she gets out of the way. Like, if she's at a certain angle when you aim, she'll just kind of slide behind you or instantly run behind you to get out of the way. And like I said, if she can't, she'll crouch so you can shoot over her. So she's not too bad, but I like that they give us an option where you can kind of tell her, like, yo, give me some space so I don't kung fu kick your head off on accident. That's gnarly, dude. And you can climb on the ceiling like Spider-Man? Look at that. I don't like it. That's gross. Was that a one-hitter quitter? If you didn't have a knife?
Food for you. On me.
Yep, and then he calls her back over. Okay. I like that. The only thing I don't think I would like about that is if making her go away and then she just starts getting grabbed all the time and being annoying. I hope that when you make her go away, they just kind of ignore her. You know? Because in OG, you can just make her wait somewhere. But then 9 times out of 10, somebody will find her. Because I know during this part with the... It's about to happen. Ooh, nice. With the fireballs, I used to leave her at the front door and she would just get kidnapped. What are you, a samurai? What is that? Ka-shing! One more time. Wow! Can we block arrows? Dude, that's wild! Oh, man. You don't have no socks on. You can see his ankles and everything. Oh well, he's dead now, right?
Let's go.
Got it.
Because when they started launching the fireballs at the beginning of the castle. Great. They're catapulting the... Yeah! Did y'all see that? Dude, he saved this goon's life because he was gonna eat that fireball. He clocked him with a flash grenade, look, pop, and it stopped him from getting blown up. He was like, no, I don't want them to kill you. I want to kill you. I don't want that catapult to steal my kill.
Okay. I guess this is their idea of a warm welcome.
Ooh, okay.
This is their
Hold
idea
on.
of a warm welcome.
Did he blow his body in pieces?
Okay.
Usually, I don't know what it is, but there are certain sound effects, especially in like 2 and 3, that like they're like dismemberment sound effects. It's very crunchy, like, you know, like someone's like got a bag with like some jello and like potato chips in it, and they squish it,
I guess this is their idea
like a watermelon getting busted. Yeah, his arm fell off, right?
This is their idea of a warm
Let me see this. Let's go play by play. Did his arm fall off? Yes, because that is his arm right there on the floor. He... Oh, okay. So you could blow body parts off. That's nice. It's new to me.
Damn, it's locked. Looks like we'll have to get creative.
Time to get creative, Leon. Bro, that scream.
I'm coming for you.
They're banshee screaming. I mean, I would too if some man just picked me up and had his hands all on me. I'd be like, this is weird. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ashley.
The thing that I find wild is that of all the things, they knew he was coming. They knew he was coming. And that's what they decide to set up to ambush him? Catapults? They're like, what are they trying to do? Breach Leon's ass? Like, dude, what, you know? Never mind. So I guess she eats a fireball and now she's incapacitated. Okay.
No.
So they also mentioned before that when she gets hurt, she just falls down and you gotta pick her back up. If she takes damage again while she's down, she dies. And so she ate that fireball and didn't instantly die. So that's really nice. I like that. You know, there's no shenanigans like her eating a fireball and instantly dying. that sucks.
Okay, it's all right.
They got all the siege weapons trying to siege Leon's cheeks. That's really early for seeing those kinds of enemies. You don't see them way later. In the castle, that is. You see them a bit later in the castle. Two-hand choke? You mad at her? You're supposed to capture her, not kill her. What are you... Look at him. What are you doing? That's like the angry two-hand choke? You're supposed to be taking her back to what's his name, not choking her out. Damn, and he robbed him. Oop.
Firing again.
Oh, he's waiting for it. Ah, did he turn him into soup? He fall apart. Ah.
Look at this place. I mean, it's old,
But you like the fog effects on the floor?
Welcome to my castle, Mr. Kennedy.
Damn.
hell are you?
Me? Oh, please, call me Ramon. And allow me to get straight to the point.
They look at each other like, are you seeing this? Are we, you know, all the, you know, the smoke on the floor? Are we all hallucinating the same miniature George Washington?
Straight to the point. I would like you to hand the girl there over to me. Now.
Yeah, fat chance, Ramon. The girl's just fine. With me.
How unfortunate. Do make sure our guest feels at home.
Leon?
Now that he has chosen death.
Give me space!
Okay.
Oh, okay, okay. Remove mine with L3. Okay, they did say that one of the new weapons was a mine launcher. Not a mine launcher, a crossbow. But I didn't know it exploded. I thought it was going to be used for stealth parts. That was like one of the first things when I saw that they were not a mine launcher, but there was going to be a crossbow. And I was thinking like, man, that means like they're going to maybe want you to be more stealthy, like you walk around, and like, you know, get a couple people. But it shoots. Does it have different bolts?
Okay.
I mean, of course, if one explodes. Is it only explosive? They kind of had that with Ada, right? Oh, bro, you ate that. He's waiting for a counter and just missed it? Yeah, he totally did. That did a lot of damage. That did half of his health. Jeez. Usually they just throw him at you and just kill you in one hit. Shoot him in his gluteus. That'll stop him. How crunchy that suplex was. Ah!
Stay back!
Did you notice something? When he ran out of ammo, usually in video games in general, when you run out of ammo, usually it's like one click, and then if you keep mashing, you'll just reload. I'm not 100% sure if RE4 does it. I can't remember, because I usually don't wait till I don't have any ammo, you know? I mean, it happens, but usually I just, once I notice my ammo's getting really low, I swap. But usually in video games, you know, like when you run out of ammo, after continuously shooting, the game will just reload for you. But you can hear him click that gun like 3 times. Like, let's see, watch, like, yeah, click, 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 and then he counters. So you have to reload. I mean, no shit, you have to reload, but you get my point, right? You're out here Dynasty Warrior in there with all these counters. What are you, the Sekiro King? What is it, 60 minutes? What are you, Dan Rathers? His arm fell off. Oh, and that guy's whole ass upper body fell off. Oh, no, his arm fell off. Now that's what I'm talking about. The shotgun was a little disappointing. When I first heard it, I was like, that's really cool. And then, it just, there's no like kickback. But this one is a little bit of kickback. People's arms are falling off. You sure this is not the first shotgun? Maybe it's just the first shotgun that's hot ass. The second one you get is the good one. That's when you be confiscating limbs. Yeah, all 3 of these dudes he shoots loses an appendage. That dude loses his whole upper body. That first guy he shot.
No problem.
Big Daddy Krauser?
Are just getting started, rookie.
Let's see where this goes.
Are you being controlled by that cult?
This has nothing to do with them. I'm a free man who made a choice. Too slow. Haven't you learned anything these last 2 years?
A soldier like you. Why would you work for these
This looks
freaks?
fun.
Why? You've forgotten what happened 2 years ago.
Operation Javier?
Operation Javier. And now I'm sure it probably is, but I'm not 100%. I'll Google it. Let me Google it. So for the people that don't know, which I'm sure a lot of you do know, Resident Evil had a rail shooter called Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles. I personally think that game is terrible. But in that game, they had one of the stories was Leon and Krauser trying to save this woman. Is that Operation Javier? Let me look. Let me look it up. Yeah, that is Operation Javier. So, I don't know if many people have actually played that game. Resident Evil Darkside Chronicles was a Wii game that then got a PS3 port for the PlayStation Move. I wonder that if there's enough interest, do you think that after this game, some point in time, they'll do a side game that properly gives us Operation Javier to give us, I guess, if Krauser ends up being mega popular, do you think? I think it'd be cool, because I just don't want to play Darkside Chronicles. My nose is running, I apologize. But I don't want to play that game.
Operation Javier. Not bad, rookie.
He's breathing all up in his face and shit like an angry dog.
Not bad, rookie. Not looking too steady.
You see,
That's
we
pretty cool.
are all connected through the holy body.
Oh, and then now it's the trailer that we talked about last
We
week.
accept the sacred gift.
All right. Yeah, I believe this is just the trailer, right? Yeah, it's just the trailer. The Mercenaries. Oh boy. So what do we think, huh? What do we think? I think that it looks pretty good. It looks awesome. I want to look at his guns and he switches. He's got the. I'm just gonna call it a mine thrower. That's literally what it did. It was a mine thrower. It's his bow gun. But I guess it shoots explosive arrows, which Ada had in separate ways. So I guess it's not too far-fetched. But grenades, flashes, magnum, shotgun, pistol, TMP. Okay. Yeah, this looks fancy. This looks really good. The one thing that I know it doesn't matter, and I know that they're walking around a lot, so you can take in the ambience, you know, the ambience and take in the surroundings. But like, RE4 is already kind of a long video game, and they already said that they weren't going to cut anything out. And with you walking everywhere is going to make it even longer. But I'm sure that once you're like more comfortable, you're going to be running around. They wanted to make sure you see all of the areas. I like that he holds his flashlight. I think that's really cool. Instead of it just being on his chest. But you want to see it one more time? The raise the roof puzzle? You ever raise the roof for the Lord? Yeah, that kind of looks like the key. I mean, because it's just a circular thing with like the edges and stuff. That looks like similar to the key that you put into the church. So I'm assuming this puzzle, like I said before, is that you probably have to put something in the hands to unlock the key, and then you take that to the church because he's looking for the church puzzle around this time. I mean, trying to get back into the church. But yeah, we got to see the whole opening of the castle too, with that stuff. This looks like so much fun. I can't wait. So, all right, boys and gals, it's almost 11 p.m. We've been talking for almost 30 minutes. I am fascinated and more excited. I love seeing a lot of gameplay. You know why? Because it means that they're confident and they want to show you more of the game. Because I'm so used to people trying to drip feed you gameplay or trying to hide stuff because then the game comes out and it's ass. So it's nice that we can see big, huge chunks of unedited gameplay. I love that. I absolutely love that. Because why do I like playing video games? Because keyword, I like to play video games. And enjoying playing it is like 90% of it. Mostly. It depends. There's some games I enjoy the story a whole lot, but Resident Evil is definitely a gameplay game for me. The story I love too, but I absolutely love playing the games. And I enjoy watching gameplay because it gets me hyped because I want to play it too. You feel me? I'm super excited. Absolutely, I'm so excited. I hope they do Operation Javier because I don't want to play Darkside Chronicles. That game is annoying, but I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited. Super excited. Also, to let you guys know, I'm not sure if you heard or not. I'll turn this down a little bit because it's kind of messing up my thing. I mean, because I can't hear. I don't know if you guys heard, but Capcom on March 9th is having a presentation. They're going to have Exoprimal, Resident Evil, and like Monster Hunter and a couple of other things that they're talking about or working on. There's some heavy rumors going around that the RE4 demo might be dropping during that presentation on the 9th. And the reason why people are thinking that is because the last few demos have always come out 2 weeks before the game drop, and they always were just announced the same day that they showed some information for a lot of other Capcom stuff. So come this Thursday, if there is a Resident Evil demo, I will be streaming the event. You can find the link to my stream in the description. I will be streaming the event if you want to come hang out with me. I think it's 2:30 PST, 2:30 p.m. PST on Thursday. I think it is. You can always just Google it and find it. I think it's 2:30. But if they end up putting up the demo, I will probably record my first playthrough of
It's
it.
got to be through that gate.
And then upload it either Thursday night or Friday night.
Don't think our hosts
Or
are gonna
well,
roll
not
out the
Friday
red
night,
carpet.
but the next day. So, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you all. Hope you guys are as hyped as I am, because I am pretty gosh darn excited. I hope you all have a beautiful morning, a great day, and an awesome afternoon, and a gorgeous night. I'm gonna go demystify myself and get a sandwich. I'll catch you later.
Keep your voice down.